Hey friends, welcome to day 3 of VBS. This week we are talking about how we are the church. We talked about how we are the church wherever, and we talked about how we are the church whenever. Today we're talking about how we are the church whoever. Today's story comes from the book of John, chapter 4, verses 5 through 15. You can find that in your Spark Story Bible on page 420. The woman at the well. Tired from walking a long way, Jesus rested at a well in a place called Samaria. His disciples went to get food while he rested. The sun was high in the sky. Whew! Jesus was hot. His tongue was dry as a wad of sheep's wool. He was very thirsty. A Samaritan woman came to the well to get water. "Will you give me a drink?" Jesus asked. She gave him a puzzled look. Jesus was a Jew, and she knew most Jews didn't like people from Samaria. "Why are you asking me for a drink?" she asked. "If you knew who I was," Jesus answered, "you would ask me for living water." Now the woman was really puzzled. "Sir," she said, as she pointed to the well, "the well is deep, and you don't have a jar. Where will you get this living water?" Jesus smiled. "Everyone who drinks from this well will be thirsty again. But the water I bring lasts forever." What the woman didn't understand was that Jesus wasn't talking about water you drink. He was talking about living water. Love that forgives and life that lasts forever with God. As Jesus explained more, the woman became more and more interested. She wanted to hear more. So Jesus told her more, lots more. Jesus knew all about her, about where she came from and what she believed. As they talked, the woman's eyes began to twinkle. "I know the Messiah is coming," she said. "I've heard all about him." Jesus smiled and put his hand on the woman's shoulder. "I am the Messiah," he said gently. The woman was so surprised. She nearly spilled her water jar. As the disciples came back with food, the woman rushed past them. She was so excited to tell everyone about what Jesus had said. The woman ran all over the town telling people about what she had seen and heard. "There's a man at the well who says he's the Messiah. He has amazing things to say. Come and see for yourself," she said. The people came running to see Jesus. Many people believed in Jesus because of what he told them that day. In today's story, we heard about Jesus who went to a well to get some water. He was thirsty. He saw a woman there who was from Samaria, so she was a Samaritan. And Jesus decided to ask her for a drink of water. This woman was shocked because they didn't get along. Jews and Samaritans typically didn't get along. They usually didn't like each other. Is there someone in your life who maybe you don't necessarily get along with and all of a sudden started talking to you and you were shocked? That's kind of what it was like for this woman. She was surprised that this Jew was talking to her. Jesus told her about God and how God is kind of like this living water that never runs out, which means God's love will never run out. Ever, ever, ever. This woman was so excited to hear this. Her heart was full. She realized, whoa, Jesus is the Messiah, this guy I'm talking to. So she ran around and told everybody about this living water that never runs out. This love of God that never runs out. We're supposed to do that too, to tell everybody, even the people that we might not get along with. We're supposed to tell them and treat them with God's love that will never run out. We are called to teach and share the love of God with whoever. Also, God's love is for everyone. Cubit! Let's talk about today's Cubit. Please go ahead and wipe all of the words off from yesterday, all of the times that you put on your cube, And today you are going to fill this up with 6 different people. These are going to be 6 different people who you can spend time with worshiping, praying with, telling them about God, or just sharing the love of God by giving them a hug. Some ideas could be your grandma, your brother, a daycare provider, your dog, your best friend, anyone. Just like this woman did, how she ran out and started telling everybody about God's love. That's what I want you to do with whoever. So, for day 3 activity, you are going to do something we called a creative connection. You're going to write a letter or draw a picture or both to someone in our congregation who may not have had a lot of social interaction the past few months because of the pandemic that is currently happening in our world. In your packet, you will find an envelope. This envelope already has an address on it. It also already has a stamp on it. So all you need to do is write a letter or color a picture. On this letter, tell them about God's love and how great God's love is. Or tell them about your week at VBS. Or tell them about some fun things you're doing this summer. Maybe ask them some questions. Maybe they'll write you back. I don't know. But please, go ahead and send this to a member in our congregation. They're going to love it. So please, take the time, color a picture, write a letter, put it in your envelope, and send it in the mail. Because remember, God's love is for whoever. Even though you might not know who is on your envelope, you might not know who they are, that doesn't matter. Because God's love is for whoever, and we're going to go ahead and share that today. Thanks for joining me for day 3 of VBS. I'll see you guys tomorrow for our 4th and final day of VBS. Remember, we are the church, whoever.
Church, the body of our Lord. We are all God's children, and we have been restored. The church, it is the people living out their lives.
Hey Hope Kids, welcome to day 3 of some dancing. Super excited to show you day 3 of our TikTok dance. Look who's here, Tickety-Tock! He came to join us.
Hi, Michelle.
What's wrong, Tickety-Tock?
Well, you know,
You look so sad.
I am sad. You know, I started this dance group called the Tickety-Tock Dances, and they kicked me out. They said I wasn't a good enough dancer, that I was slipping.
What?
And I started the group. I was a part of that group.
Yeah.
And then they gave me the boot. They kicked me out.
I'm so sorry.
They said I need to practice more, and they said I need to get my moves tightened up.
Man, it's sad when we are left out, isn't it, sometimes? But can I tell you something? You know what? In God's family, when we are part of a God's family, you are loved and welcomed no matter who you are.
No way.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So when you're part of God's family,
Yeah.
you are a part of God's family no matter who you are?
No matter who you are, which is actually the exact theme we talked about today. Whoa.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That makes me want to dance.
So let's do it. Should we dance? Do you want to learn the third part of the dance?
Yes, I'm here to learn.
We are the church. All right. So let's start dancing. Here we go. So let's review what we've done the past 2 days. Are you ready? Let's start with the elbows. 5, 6, 7, 8. Elbow, elbow, head, head. Genie, clap, clap. Punch, punch, pray. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn and whoa.
This is great.
All right, let's do the next part. So after the whoa, you are then going to do some crazy eights with your fist. A crazy 8 in front of you, like this. Gonna kind of make a sideways 8 twice. So 1, 2. Perfect. Let's try that again. 1, 2. And then you're going to bring your arms out like this, straight up, and you're going to kind of wave them like a snake. Yeah, you got it. Looking good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good. All right, let's try those together. Two crazy eights, and then the arm wave. Crazy eight, arm. All right, from the wave, you're going to put your hands here like you're holding suspenders.
Oh.
Just like this, kind of like you're holding suspenders. Then you're going to make a box with your body. You're going to go right, you're going to kind of hop. Yep, back, hop, back, hop, front, back to center. So you're going to do that quick in a square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Let's try it from crazy eight, arms, suspenders. And then we'll do the box. You ready? Crazy eight, arms, suspenders. Nailed it.
Booyah,
Perfect.
yeah.
Perfect. So with the words, I want to go over the words. The church, it is the people. So this is on people. Let's try that
People.
again.
The church, it is the people.
Then suspenders. Living out their lives. One more time.
Living out their lives.
Perfect. Let's try that all together. The
Church, it is the people living out their lives.
Perfect. Should we try the whole thing with music?
Let's try the whole thing with music. Let's do it. What do you think, kids?
Let's
do
try
it.
it.
Here we go.
Dance! Ready for some elbows? Here we go!
We are the church, the body of our Lord. We are all God's children, and we have been restored. The church, it is the people living out their lives. Booyah! That was oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to keep dancing.
I
And
love having you here
You know what?
and teaching you this.
I think that, I'll go talk to the boys and see if I can get in that group again. But I know I can always dance here
Absolutely.
as a part of the family of God.
Absolutely. You are definitely, no matter who you are.
Can I come back? Can I come back tomorrow?
Can you please, we have one more part of our dance left tomorrow.
Yes! All right.
Excellent. Excellent. We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
All right. Bye.